ASAP, just to, you know, to keep GaRpY at bay and make sure that he doesn't give up any more kills, because there's only, what, we're talking now 1 minute 50 left here in the first map. GaRpY opens up with the LG, nearly tagged over. Oh, 1 HP, see if DDK can escape. Oh. This is what DDK's been so good at, getting out of those really tough situations where you would expect him to give up, not a cheap frag, because he did a lot of damage to GaRpY himself, but you would expect momentum to change, and he does manage to just scrape out of there by the skin of his teeth.
Again, it's the experience of DDK. He has it in Quake. I mean, he's been playing as long as, well, just under as much as I have, about 8 years. I've been playing for 10 myself with Quake 3, so it is, you know, he has it, whereas GaRpY, you know, he's just here as a jeweler. He's just adapting to Quake 3 from UT3, where he's been playing. And here we go, another attack in the yellow armor room. Oh, beautiful lightning gun. But GaRpY now needs to step it up if he wants to get a win.
1 minute left for 5 frags here. Let's see if there's one of them. So 4 more needed here in the 48 seconds that are left. We've got GaRpY just spamming away, picks up the nice pickup on the Mega there, so he is going to be out 164.26. Oh, takes a big rocket launcher. That's going to be pretty much GG. That's going to be now 16-11, and well, DDK got to be quite happy with the way that he'd managed to survive out in those last, you'd say probably around about 8 minutes, in fact, wouldn't you, that he was being chased down?
Yes, he was. I mean, it was a fantastic 3 rockets there by DDK. Well accurate, took down GaRpY's 100 armor, 100 health.
I think it has to be said though, GaRpY did make a mistake by having the gauntlet out in that situation. Maybe if he had his LG, he could have held him off.
No, the thing is, with the LG and railgun, if you have them out, you can actually hear it from afar. So he had to hide his weapons. So the only weapon he did have was either a machine gun or gauntlet.
That's a good point, actually. If he didn't have a rocket launcher, which he didn't, then obviously stealth was probably the best course, but didn't really work for him.
And now GGs are being called by GaRpY. 1 second left, and final score of 17-12 to DDK.
Well, I've got to say, GaRpY did exceptionally well to bring that back to 12, to actually get 12 frags on the board, because, I mean, that initial spawn that he had, how shocking was that initial spawn?
It was very,
it was as bad as they come.
Worst spawns ever in the game. Unfortunate for GaRpY, but now we move on to DM9, which should be a cracker, really.
Looks like we are going to move over to no DM9 here, so no DM9, let's talk about no DM9 R2K. What are you expecting to see?
I'm expecting well, this is GaRpY map, so it should be quite interesting. I think we're going to take a break now anyway, so...
I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to bring in Mr. Sam Matthews of Fnatic fame, so far for me to kick you off the stage, but I'm going to have to switch you out now, R2K, so let's get Mr. Matthews in. In fact, I'll tell you what, Sam, do you want to go around the opposite way and then... Yeah. Of course, with it being no DM, I'm looking forward to what, again, promises to be another game between 2 of the top duelers in the UK scene here on a very competitive map. So I think it boils down to whether DDK can get that good start again, because he doesn't really seem to throw it away once he gets it. He doesn't particularly look a gift horse in the mouth, does he, Sam?
No, he doesn't. I mean, I just sat down, so thanks for throwing it over to me straight away. But, you know, all I can say is that these have been a long-time gamers. I've been playing with them for a couple of years, obviously, since back in 2002 sort of time. So these guys, they have the experience. They know that they can do anything that they need to do to take this game. And, you know, you saw their DDK taken away at the end. GaRpY was a little bit disadvantaged in the beginning. Basically, you know, he had about sort of 10 frags up against him.
Yeah, terrible spawn that really did start the sort of cataclysmic collapse of GaRpY's sort of first map. So...
Yeah, I mean, GaRpY's always been the underdog ever since Painkiller. He came in right at the end, and he sort of had to come back from nowhere to try and bring it up. And by the end of the season in the CPL World Tour, he was actually doing some amazing kills and amazing challenges. So, you know, it is early days for his career in Quake. You know, we have Quake Live coming out, and Quake Live is a phenomenal game, and I think the future of 1v1 FPS is in that game. So it's going to be exciting to see what he can do. But right now, I think DDK is the man to beat in this game, and I think he's going to be a very hard challenger to take the EPS UK finals.
Yeah, most definitely. And we see a situation now unfold where, of course, GaRpY be on the back foot losing that first map. So really, he's got to get off the blocks quick here, hasn't he? And how important is this spawn going to be on no DM9? I mean, you've got, of course, that center rocket launcher spawn, but at this point, how devastatingly important is it to GaRpY to get that first, you know, armor stack going and get some kind of momentum?
I mean, awesomely important, obviously. The same with most duel maps. If you can stay in control, it is, for a good dueler, control is everything. So I think, you know, all we're going to be looking for here is how well you can do. I mean, for me, when I was looking at Vu, for example, during the CP World Tour, what made the good difference was a person that could be out of control yet not die enough. So I think the game is live. I've heard.
Apparently so, but I am not in spec mode for some reason. So hopefully we can figure that out.
Let's try and sort these problems out.
Apparently I am in spec mode. It's just I don't have first-person view for some reason.
Yeah, there's definitely technical difficulty. It's quite hard to spectate from free flying mode, but we
could always do the sort of
try.
ESL eye in the sky and do the sort of traffic reports, but I don't think that's really what guys want, is it?
If we look at it straight away, we've got DDK straight off to a 7-1 start over GaRpY. GaRpY is obviously already on the trailing, but he has picked up control and it is now 2-7. So again, I'm just getting sorted out right now. We have DDK in the lead, 7-2, but was deep fried.
I see the LG being sprayed down by DDK though, and he does manage to get that first frag. Now this is really with DDK being up 1-0 now and having the control of the LG and the, as you saw, the red pickup there, he should be in a dominant position. Saying that, GaRpY's managed to capture him before he's actually stuck back up on health, so that's going to be a very important kill. 8-3 the scoreline here, and really an exceptionally quick start. We did manage to miss some of it because of the spec bug, but it seems like that is now all sorted and we seem to be good as Sam is back in service. Sam, what are you seeing from DDK being up 8-3 here? What has he done that GaRpY couldn't do?
Well, I mean, if you're looking at the stats straight away, you see that he's on 35%. And that is a very good start for Jewel, but here we go. His air rockets is probably one of the other reasons too. I mean, you can't really stop a man that can hit you in the air with a rocket. So we have now the Mega Health going straight away to GaRpY. So he's managed
looks
to
like he's
pick
going to get the better of this LG engagement as well. Yeah, there we go, pick up the ammo.
See what he can do now. I'm not quite
low on health
sure.
though, he takes a lot of MG fire. He's managed to get off a good tag with the railgun, falling back up towards the jump pad now.
DDK's experience in this game, I mean, I've practically known him since 2002.
Ooh, nice grenade.
I've known him since 2002, and his experience in Quake 3 has been, has been one of the best playing with him. So he practically knows Quake 3, whereas GaRpY, he knows the Jordan thing, but he doesn't quite know the game as much as DDK is. Yeah.
How long do you think it'll take for GaRpY's, obviously, he has a lot of skills. How long do you think it'll take for him to transfer over to Quake Live to, the skills that we've sort of seen in UT and Painkiller?
Oh, not that long. I mean, it's like my skills transferring to Trackmania in a sense. It's only taken me a few weeks to become one of the top players, so I don't think it'll be too many weeks. Just got to give him got to be practicing really hard for this. I mean, there's still a lot of weeks left. This is Playday 6. We're in EPS League here on Video Demand, and we'll see that. Oh, a lovely rocket by GaRpY.
I can see that we got GaRpY just trying to keep him away from that red armor yet again. DDK not really committing to it though. It looks like he's going to be waiting on the yellow here. So GaRpY free to pick up that red, and that's going to put him back in the game here now. If GaRpY can actually switch this around here, misses a narrow rail. It looks like DDK did manage to connect. Was that actually, did both of them hit?
Both of them hit each other. That was beautiful. In one of the slimmest angles. And it's now slowed down all of a sudden. Grenades just popping out. Lightning gun thrashing. DDK in pretty much trouble. Oh, great timing of the Mega.
Yeah, just managed to get back for the Mega.
DDK is in trouble, he just comes back.
Well, that's what I was going to say. He's obviously the way that he's picking the fights against GaRpY here, it's always in his favour. He only ever really engages when he knows that he's close to a double stack on armor and has at least 140 health, which is obviously the smart thing to do when you're 13-3 up, because with we've still got 12, I suppose a minute and 20 seconds left here. Sorry, a minute and 20 seconds. What the hell am I talking about? We've got, of course, it's 15 minutes, so we've got 6 minutes and 20 seconds. There's still time here for GaRpY to actually turn this game around, isn't there?
It's good. GaRpY should be on attack. He has the best. Oh, there we go. About bloody time. There you go. And now GaRpY attacks. Oh.
Okay, apparently the time limit was set wrong. It wasn't set to 15 minutes, but that's been remedied by another good nade. That's going to be DDK this time, exchanging frag grenades with GaRpY. GaRpY did manage to pick up the frag that sort of changed the course of the game with the grenade launcher, so it would be fitting if DDK could take momentum back with a grenade himself, wouldn't it?
Yes, I mean, GaRpY has the control now. This is what he wanted in the last 5 minutes, and now he's got it. Now we got to see what he does with it. It's DDK on the run now.
I was going to say, the question is, how hard can DDK actually turtle up here and play like back hauls on Frantic like Fatality does and just hold out and make